South Africa has been under lockdown for over 3 weeks. And just before restrictions were due to be lifted, President Cyril Ramaphosa made a televised national announcement.
This evening I stand before you to ask you to endure even longer. I have to ask you to make even greater sacrifices so that our country may survive this crisis and so that tens of thousands of lives may be saved.
South Africa extended its national lockdown a further 2 weeks, meaning cities like Johannesburg will remain empty, with its 8 million residents continuing to be isolated at home. But the sprawling townships that house millions of the country's working class face a particularly daunting challenge. With no work, no income, and unable to get to shops for food, millions are in a dire situation.
We're sitting in a very dangerous corner where we have the threat of the pandemic catching up with the secondary knock-on effects of the collapse of the economy. And this is unfortunately taking out the poorer communities first. For that reason, there is a need for a transport network that is organised and crew that is available to deliver on time.
Felix Gosher is a contract pilot who organises annual events like the Children's Flight, which gives underprivileged children in the Johannesburg area their first flight experience.
We have a database of pilots that are on hand to be of service. For this reason, under the situation the country faces itself, we've made our pilots available to the government as a tool to deliver goods and to alleviate suffering among the underprivileged and rural communities.
Private citizens like Menno Parsons are some of the pilots coming to help. He's an experienced helicopter pilot and knows Felix from previous airshow events.
We got a call on Monday, and with the lockdown, obviously the food distribution into the townships aren't very controlled. Their normal chain of supply has been cut, and a lot of the people that treat them as a beneficiary and do put money towards the home ultimately have stopped because they want to try and survive themselves.
Menno flies a Huey UH-1 helicopter, a 2-ton military-grade aircraft.
The Hueys, they use them for firefighting and all that type of thing. In Vietnam days, they used to load lots of soldiers on them and use them for cargo. This helicopter specifically has been synonymous and always been called the Tiger. I fly the airshow circuit and people just love this machine, yeah.
Today, Menno and his crew are delivering over 10 tons of food to the Winterveld township in northern Pretoria. Winterveld is located about 90 minutes north of Sandton, where Menno has just taken off. Trucks have been dispatched ahead of the helicopter, but due to the difficulty of getting deep into the township by road, Menno will make an initial supply drop, then ferry the rest of the supplies in from the trucks waiting nearby. By coordinating with local community organisers, they've pre-arranged a landing area and distribution system. One of those community organisers is Doris Molefe.
Because of the lockdown, the children are not coming to school anymore. So we are feeding them or giving them the food parcels at home. I'm focusing in the community work.
Doris is one of those gems you don't find in society often. She knows how to look after communities. She knows what this 1 rand can do and how she can build on that 1 rand and make it impactful into a society that I can't, for example.
There's still a great need that we can help out with the people here. And we're working very close with guys like Menno Parsons to make sure that this initiative lasts and we are able to reach out to at least 1,000 kids and over 300 households.
Doris does help the community. She makes a difference. She makes an impact in the community.
I am sure that our people were going to go hungry, and if we did not come and bless them with these food parcels, they were going to go hungry up until the end of lockdown.
Each one of us can make some impact. If anything, this thing is a reset for our nation, and it's bringing our nation together.
In life, when you have a problem, it's more important about what you do with what you have than just the outcome itself. if everyone gives just a little bit, it goes a long way on the other side.
We are facing a difficult time. Whatever you have, if you can share it with the next person, we need to carry each other. We can't be isolated.